Ladies, one of the biggest, most common mistakes I see women making in the dating phase is talking too much and sharing way too much information. When you are dating a man and he asks you, what is it that you're looking for in a potential mate? You never want to disclose the qualities and characteristics that you are looking for in a potential mate, spouse, or partner. Okay? What happens is when you start to share all the qualities that you are looking for in a mate, you are training and teaching this man how to become the perfect liar, faker, and pretender. If you tell a man, I want a man who goes to church, who brings me flowers, who's romantic, who loves God, who is great with kids, what happens is this man begins to show up as sudden knight in shining armor and the perfect guy, per se, right? So now suddenly, all of the great things that you said that you wanted in a potential mate or spouse, he suddenly starts to exude all of those characteristics, and you think that you have the perfect guy. So now you're bamboozled into thinking that you have this great, perfect guy who is exhibiting all the great things that you said that you wanted in a mate. And so a lot of times you're blinded by that. You're blinded by all the great things he's exhibiting and showing you in the dating phase, that you have forgotten that you have already given him the blueprint to your heart. You never want to give a man the blueprint to your heart by telling him everything you're searching for in a mate, because now you just train him to be a great liar. And so he suddenly starts to show up as just the perfect guy that you've always wanted. Meanwhile, he's none of those things. He's not a man who loves God. He's not a man who loves kids. He's not a man who's romantic. He's none of those things. But if you've already handed him the blueprint to your heart, then that makes it easy for him. That leaves him no sense of curiosity to learn or figure anything out about you because you've already given him the blueprint. So you have to be careful with that. My advice to you is in the dating phase, leave the door open to allow him to figure things out, to figure you out. Leave him guessing and wondering. If you come out and you tell him everything, there's nothing more to learn about you. Men love to hunt. They are natural hunters by nature. And so if you've already told him everything, you've already given him all of your qualities that you're searching for, you've already told him your entire cheat code, per se, there's nothing to be figured out or guessed upon. And now all he gets to do is pretend and be the great actor for you. That's what you want to prevent. So allow a man to vet you, allow him to court you, allow him to figure you out. Stop talking so much during the dating phase and sharing so much about what it is that you're looking for, because all you're doing is training them on how to be great liars, fakers, actors, and pretenders. And that's not what you want. And you'll find out in due time that this guy is absolutely none of those things. He's going to probably be the opposite. Remember, men can be often very patient when they have an ulterior motive or a hidden agenda. So especially if he's a user of any sort, especially if he's just trying to get your panties, a lot of times those men can be extremely patient when they're trying to get in your panties. When they just want to get one thing, a lot of times they can show up and they can pretend to be everything you've ever wanted. They can be the great romantic. They can wait. They can be patient. And a lot of times, sometimes even, they can wait for years and they can pretend to be whatever you thought or wanted them to be, whatever you said that you wanted. They can pretend to be all those things for years at a time. And you'll find out years up the road that he's none of those things at all. Play your cards right, ladies.